dashing Vijay Sethupathi. Sir, thank you so much. I will ask you questions later, but for right now, you can join your friends right there in the front row. A big hand! Chaliye, anti-count of...
Thank you so much, guys. It's amazing to be here. I had to get this really big guy here. Everybody else got to make a nice smooth entry, and I was like, "मेरे को इतनी बड़ी चीज़ पे क्यों डाल दिया?" So thank you very much.
Oh my God!
Amazing to be here. Thank you.
Shahid, I must say, okay, let's get into the question and answers. Would you step this way for me, please? First of all, Happy New Year, Shahid.
Thank you.
So wonderful to see you in person.
Absolutely, and wishing everybody a very, very happy New Year. 2023 is just beginning, and we're all hoping that we'll have a fantastic year this year. It was a bit up and down last year, and we're all going to put our best effort in to do our best work, and hopefully people will like it.
Personally, I want to say, तमिल में बात करते हुए बहुत अच्छी लगती हो शाहिद कपूर.
मैंने पहली बार अपने आप को सुना पीछे, और फिर बाद में मुझे लगा मेरी आवाज़ फर्जी है. फिर बाद में मुझे पता चला विजय सर की आवाज़ भी फर्जी है तमिल में. I think it just takes too much time to dub these things, in a different language. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have all loved to do it, but it's a little challenging. But thank you. The Tamil trailer looks amazing, and it was.
Sir, wait, sir. अगर paparazzis बोले wait तो wait.
तुम लोग कैसा intimidate कर दिया उसको, मालूम है? उसको 4 घंटे समझाया था कि बेटा जब ये सवाल पूछेंगे तो आके बाइक को चुपचाप ले जाना, और डर के भाग गया हो यार. रियल कॉन आर्टिस्ट सब यहाँ पे बैठे हैं.
Oh my God, because this is the असली, है ना? Not फर्जी, इसीलिए. I have to ask you this. जब आर्टिस्ट की बात करते हैं शायद, yes, sure, of course. आइए. Come right here. When you talk of being an artist, when you talk about being an artist, अक्सर कहते हैं कि आर्टिस्ट जो होते हैं वो इस किस्म के होते हैं, झोला बैग कैरी करते, सिंपल साधारण साधे लोग होते हैं, सीधे होते हैं. इस आर्टिस्ट को देखा स्वैग के साथ बाइक पर एंट्री मारते हुए, तो ये कैसा आर्टिस्ट है, ज़रा बताइए मुझे.
ये वाली बाइक मुझे सिर्फ प्रमोशंस के लिए दी गई है. ये शो के अंदर बहुत गरीब सी एकदम बाइक है उसकी. So no, but obviously this is not about just an artist, it's about a con artist. I think सनी शुरुआत में एक आर्टिस्ट है, लेकिन उसके अंदर का कौन धीरे धीरे ऊपर आता है, and then he turns into a con artist. और सब फर्जी है bro, सब फर्जी है.
Oh my God, okay. So you know what? At this point, I'm going to request for you to stay on the stage. दोस्तों, ये बाइक के साथ आपको कुछ करना है क्या इस वक्त? क्या चाहते हैं आप बताइए ना. शुक्रिया. शाहिद और बाइक, ठीक है, आपका माइक मैं ले लेती हूँ. राउंड मार, जो प्राइम वीडियो नहीं करा पा रहा है वो आप कराएंगे इनसे, आप व्हीली कराएंगे. I see some chairs have magically appeared. So what we can do is, of course, take a seat. I hope Raj and DK are sitting next to each other. Yes, you are. Thanks. Okay, so it's up to you. Which one of you wants to answer? Because सवाल तो एक ही है दो लोगों के लिए. All the best. Question is, of course, very simple. ये कौन का ख्याल जो है, the idea of following this con artist, ये कहाँ से आया? or Firoz or Sunny ki tarah, Prime Video becomes your partner. Okay, I call them partner in Prime, but so you have to tell me how did that come about as well. So either of you can answer either question.
DK is like in a throne now.
Being the tallest person on the stage, I think.
I think he also gets weird now. Yeah, I'll do it for you.
What did you do?
You have to get down. Pull the lever on that.
Do you realize, Raj, you have to do this for everybody now?
See, I think some people should stay low only.
Apana, we'll be here, okay? We'll be here. I think I might just want to repeat the question. So, first question for you, Raj. Kaun ka khayal kahan se aaya?
I think the idea came from the fact that there is a crook in everyone, in all of us. But more than that, it's about the middle class. The idea was about the big middle class, the majority of the population that is sandwiched. They have their aspirations, dreams, and talent. But there is a system built by others that kind of maybe stifles them. So they are trying to break out. So we thought, what if that one thought comes to everybody's mind in their lives, right? So that this is just a piece of paper, somebody signed on it and it becomes of value. Why can't I just make my own? Correct. So it started with that, but there's a lot of layers in the story and goes from there.
Well, thank you so much. DK, question for you. Prime Video, partner in Prime is what I call them. How did this partnership actually is going forward? So let's talk about that relationship a little bit.
Yeah, no, it started off as a single date. And then before we realized now we've been married now for so many years, I think. And now it's been crazy. I mean, we started off doing one show. And then while we were doing it, we came with another. And before we realized here we are. At this point, I think there are 4 shows that we have with multiple seasons with Prime Video. So it's like, they must be tired of us by now.
Delicious roster, yeah. Thank you so much for this partnership. Aparna, I'm going to ask you this only. So he's telling me his side of the story. What's your side of the story like?
We love them.
It's easy?
Just love.
Easy?
This is a marriage that's based entirely on love. But, I have a secret weapon.
Huh?
I have a small secret window into the minds of Raj and DK. Every time there's a new idea brewing there, I get notifications. Just so that you know.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And now we know we need to tune into that frequency at some point if you want to tap Raj and DK. Secret.
Creatively, the creative team from Amazon, I mean, Aparna and other people in her team, they've constantly been involved with us with the ideation of all these things. They've turned out to be very good creative partners in that sense.
Amazing.
So, I think that eventually shows in the quality of the shows we are making as well.
Absolutely does. Thank you so much for this partnership. We want to thank you as an audience. So that's from me. Thank you. Shahid, this is for you. It's a digital debut. Okay, so woohoo on that. Woo! But also for the very first time working with Prime Video, Raj and DK and Vijay Sethupathi Sahab. So many firsts. How does that make you feel?
Well, it's the best start to the year that I could have asked for. 2023 is a new year. And I was very happy to hear when we decided to launch the show on the 10th of Feb, because it's my birthday month, so I was like, okay, that's great. And it's a lot of firsts. In fact, we started talking about the show even before everybody started talking about OTT, as an option. And when I say everybody, I mean the film fraternity, considering OTT as something that they would like to consider. And it was simply because I loved their shows. I loved Family Man 1 and 2, and they called me for a film. And I said, film to theek hai, show mein kya kar rahe ho? And DK was like, hey, you're joking, you're serious, you really want to do a show? I said, yes, absolutely. I would love to collaborate with you guys at what I have loved watching you do. And he kind of had this idea, which strangely 8 years back we had discussed with each other as a movie. And at that time, it was, like DK has said, that it was too big in terms of the length of story for it to fit into a movie. And I think the best thing that happened to FARZI is that it didn't become a movie, because I don't think we would have been able to do justice to it. Here we have the first season, which is equal to 2.5 movies. And if people like it, we can make another 2.5 movies and then another 2.5 movies. And, if you go and see the kind of cast that they have put together, or the kind of characters that they developed with Sita and Suman, the way that they have put this entire story together, it lends itself to, more and more time. And by the time I finished playing Sunny, I almost felt like it was just the beginning of Sunny. My first with Amazon Prime, it's an amazing platform. I think every actor would feel proud to collaborate with them. And we've had an amazing time. Their contracts are very scary, but in person they are amazing. If I may be honest. I was like, man, this is going to be tough. And then it was just so smooth. So thank you to the entire team for making us feel so comfortable and making our creativity, allowing our creativity to kind of meander all over the place, and hopefully something good will come out of it. My first time with Vijay sir, I called him the first time we launched the show, that little teaser that we did, I called him Makkal Selvan. So I'm going to say Makkal Selvan again to him, because he just has the personality, it suits him. It's such a beautiful term for him, and it's been a privilege to work with him. We don't have so much in the show together. We're always running parallel to each other, and then there are, sometimes when we cross tracks, and whatever little I got to work with him. In fact, not just work with him, but while we were promoting, I find his mind so interesting. He's truly an actor at heart, and I wish to do much more work with him, and I wish to learn from him. I think there's a lot one can learn from him. He's such a phenomenal artist, and it's a privilege to have him on the show. And it's great to have Raashii, where is Raashii? Hi Raashii, what's up? It's great to debut with her. We actually were all stuck in a hotel, during COVID. So it was nice that we all got along, because we had to look at each other's face all the time. Option hi nahi tha, in Goa. So, we became friends, and it was amazing working with her. She's done phenomenally well in this, in the character of Megha. And there is obviously FARZI, Firoz. Raashii. Absolutely loved it. All the Mumbaianess in me came out when I worked with Bhuvan. And, he's been like a younger brother on the whole show, and I wish him all the best. It's his debut, and he has done amazingly well in the show.
Thank you.
Please watch out for him. He is fantastic. Sunny is incomplete without Firoz. And Amol sir, thank you for being the heart of the show. As you will see the show, you will understand that Nanu is really the heart of the show. And everything comes from the integrity of Nanu's character. And nobody better to represent that integrity than Amol sir. He just has it written all over him. So it's been a privilege.
Thank you, Shahid.
I always keep it short and sweet.
I love it. Thank you. No, you can go on. But क्योंकि आपने खुद कहा, Makkal Selvan, it means so many things to, the ones who do understand the meaning of that term. I'm going to ask Vijay Sethupathi sir. Sir, sabse pehle to thank you so much for joining us. It's your OTT debut as well. So let me ask you, how do you feel about it?
Hi everyone, and thank you so much. You're very sweet. I love you. Thank you so much for coming. And then I don't know how to say it's a debut, because I don't see it as a debut. Because I think in 2010 I did debut as a hero. So it's been 12 years. I think almost about 55 films I think I have completed. So it's like, again, I'm going back as a kid. So I don't think so it's a debut. For me, short film or a feature film, it's like every scene is a film. So we are putting the same kind of effort for each and every shot to make the audience impress them. I was impressing my girlfriend when I was studying school. After that, every shot is like I'm trying to impress the girl whom I love. So I love this. And then working with Rajan DK, I met them when I went to, one day I was on the way to my shoot. It was a night shoot in Chennai. So I liked the gentleman Manoj Bajpayee sir. Suddenly, I think he wanted to meet me. I got a call from somebody, and then he wanted me. It was a surprise for me to go and see him. So he wanted to meet me seriously. So I went, and then I met him, and he was the same person when I saw Company and Satya. So he's very handsome, and then he was very sweet. His heart is more handsome than he. So he is very sweet with me, and then there I met Raj and DK. I don't know that there is an audition happening for me inside their mind. So they saw me that time, and then they approached me. My Hindi, I was in Dubai for 3 years where I learned Hindi. I was working in a company as an accountant, so I was there and I learned Hindi there. So it has been so many years, I have no practice. So I was very worried about my language, and they believed on me. So okay, I said okay. And then Shahid was there. So whoever asked me, I'm doing a Hindi project with Rajan Dikke, then I have to say I'm working with Shahid. Then only they, oh wow, okay. So I have to say I'm the villain for Shah Rukh sir. I'm working with Katrina Kaif. Then only they respect me. So it depends on the artist whom I'm working. So and then they are very comfortable and very cool, and then they are like brothers. They are brothers and they are like brothers for me. I don't need to worry about. I can say any idiotic idea. I can share any idiotic idea with them. They don't judge me, so I have no problem. As an artist, I need a freedom to share my thoughts, and then so they don't judge me. So it was so much comfort for me to work with them, and then Raashii, I love you, Raashii. I worked with Raashii already 2 films, and then when first film, whenever the dialogue paper goes to Raashii first, then it comes to me. So I do a lot of correction. Then I always say sorry to her because by the time it was difficult for her to buy out those Tamil lines. Again, I'll change those lines. Then every time I see her on the set, I say I'm sorry, Raashii. I'm sorry, Raashii, because I keep improvising when I'm doing my in the set and I have that spontaneity, like rhythm, co-artist behaviors, everything gives some inputs for me. So I change accordingly. So she was so comfortable. I thought she will show me some attitude. No, she is very sweet. Because this idiot already I'm facing so much problem to buy her the lines, and again he keep on changing, but she never shows that attitude. She loves me so much. She respects me. But at the same time, when I reached Rajan DK's set first day, she was like me. So, but she was very sweet and she gave me so much comfort. Thanks, Raashii. Thank you so much. And then Bhuvan, I met this man only one time, but really he can start a sweet company, sweet star. Like he's such a sweet person. So I met you now only, sir, and I respect you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks so much. And Shahid, I watched Shahid's few films, but I don't know how he is going to be in the set. And then I was, because that's maybe a 50th day for Shahid. That's the first day for me. That too, almost like a pre-climax. So they know the story. They have a mood about the story. Everything they know. I don't know how to work with him and how he's going to handle. Everything was too much pressure for me. But he's really very cool and he handled me really well. And thank you so much. And you are very sweet. And this month is a birthday month for me also.
And for me.
For you also. When is your day, sir? I'm 16. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much. At this point, of course, moving to Sushant. Sushant, I can't lie. The trailer looks like a banger. Congratulations. You can be a little smug about it, actually.
No.
Phew. बहुत मजा आया लोगों को. What do you think this series will do for Prime Video? And more importantly, do you think it's going to resonate well with global audiences?
Short answer, any doubt? I couldn't help but make a mental note of what you just said at the beginning, which is partners in Prime. So I'm going to actually use that. And, DK, we can never get tired of this marriage. This has been a phenomenal marriage with Raj and DK, and it continues to get better and better. And FARZI, I think, is going to be the cherry on top. I think this is a story that is, I think Aparna mentioned it, earlier, a little while ago. This has characters that are so relatable, and then it takes off from there. I'm pretty confident that it's actually going to raise the bar for what customers worldwide think of as really immersive entertainment. And that's really our simple ambition, to entertain customers. And I think with FARZI, we have not only a phenomenal start to the year, but I think it's going to be a watershed moment in just entertainment.
Fantastic. Congratulations already. Raashii, wow, you're getting a lot of love. Okay. Low-key jealous want to be sitting where you are right now. So congratulations already.
you.
Let's ask you, okay, the silliest question in the world, but I'm asking it to you, okay? So be kind.
Okay.
Why did you say yes to this role?
Who would say no?
Exactly. Do you want to take us back to that moment when you landed this?
Actually, yes, Mukesh Chabra, who did the casting for FARZI, he called me one day. He said, there's this fabulous character and, I see you in this. And we want you to do this meeting with Rajan DK sir. And it happened on Zoom, of course, because those were the COVID times. So I was like, will they be able to see me? What will happen? Like, will they be able to judge or anything? So we went on the Zoom meeting. They sort of told me that this was the character, this was what they were looking for, and I think Raj sir and DK sir saw some clipping of mine, and they really liked me in that, and they thought, okay, this is Megha. And I cannot explain the feeling that I have. I mean, when it's like you've hit the jackpot. That's the feeling I got, They are the pioneers of the long format. And of course, I was very, very happy to be on board. And I knew that there was Shahid, there was Vijay Sethupathi sir at that time. I didn't know there was Bhuvan also, and Amol sir also. And my father also is a huge fan of yours. And he had come on set and he was extremely excited to see him. And you truly are the heart of our show. Bhuvan, you're such a cracker. I mean, I didn't expect that. Yes, you are.
Am I?
Yes. You've really, really done such a great job, as I can see. Sethupathi sir, I love you too. And there was so much comfort on this set because of Sethupathi sir also, and also because of Shahid. But first, I'd like to talk about Sethupathi sir. The first day he was on set, I knew it was his first day. I knew he would be nervous, and I saw him and I jumped to him. I literally jumped and I went to him and I hugged him. And Raj sir saw me and he's like, what happened to this girl? Suddenly, she's just out of character and she's jumping in joy. But I think that's the warmth that he exudes, that you automatically feel so much love for him. And it's been a great ride. Thank you, sir. You're such a wonderful actor, and it's so nice to be a part of this show with you.
Thanks, Raashii. Thank you.
And Shahid, of course, I mean, what to say. The fact that he decided to do a show, and that too with Raj and DK sir, I think in itself says a lot about what the show is going to be. And everybody knows he's a fantastic actor, but I think you will see Shahid in a completely different, new way in this series. And I think, of course, he's taken this show to another level with his talent. Shahid, it was wonderful working with you. You're fabulous and keep doing the fabulous things you keep doing. And I have to talk about Rajan DK sir and the character that they've written for me. My character's name is Megha. And like in this series, you delve into it blindly because you know that there are these creators who will give you something that will be wonderful or that will be remembered. And I think Megha for me will always be remembered, not just for me, but also for the audience, because she is a character who every modern woman would relate to in the world of patriarchy, in the man's world, how a girl sustains herself and how the challenges that she faces. And in every little victory that she has, all the women will cheer for her. So I'm really looking forward to women seeing this, women seeing Megha, and the show on the whole is a cracker of a show.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you.
Are you sure you guys haven't made a love story? So much love on this stage. All right, Bhuvan, अगर सनी बैटमैन है तो आप उनके रॉबिन हैं. बहुत मोहब्बत है आपके लिए, आपके किरदार के लिए.
मैं सनी का चमगादड़ हूँ.
अरे क्या बात है.
जो वो लोगो रहता है बैटमैन का, बैट है वो बैट
आप है सर. क्या बात है.
मतलब रॉबिन के बिना भी बैटमैन ऑपरेट कर सकता है, बट वो बिना यूनिफॉर्म के नहीं कर सकता. सो व्हिच इज व्हाई आई एम लाइक द बैट ऑन हिज यूनिफॉर्म.
करेक्ट. और सर बैट के बिना तो बैटिंग नहीं कर सकते.
कर लेंगे कहेंगे तो.
कर लेंगे कहेंगे. इसके बारे में बताओ यार, बिकॉज़ सो मच आई वांट टू नो. आई वांट टू सी दिस शो राइट नाउ.
But so do I. I have not seen it at all.
I can't, right?
I think I probably, first of all, let me just say how privileged I feel sitting here amongst all these esteemed gentlemen and ladies.
Correct.
But I have not seen anything at all, and I think I'm the only one. So everybody is telling, and right now also, I don't know for everybody, but have I actually done a good job? I have no clue. So I'm like very nervous, and I'm really, really looking forward to the release date, and I'm like, दिखा दो भाई, कुछ तो दिखा दो. मैंने तो ट्रेलर भी अभी देखा है, वो भी लेट आ रहा था पीछे लूप होके.
जी हाँ, ये कैमराडरी जो है आपके और शाहिद के बीच में, आई डोंट थिंक वी मस्ट रिवील टू मच अबाउट इट, वरना हम देखेंगे क्या. सो फॉर राइट नाउ आई जस्ट से होल्ड ऑन टू दोज हॉर्सेज इन केस यू आर वेटिंग फॉर दिस जोड़ी टू कम ऑन द स्क्रीन. थैंक यू सो मच. अमोल सर, मैं आपसे ये सवाल पूछना चाहती हूँ. सबसे पहले तो एक्नॉलेज कर दे कि आप हमारे साथ इस मंच पर हैं. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. थैंक यू टू बी पार्ट ऑफ दिस शो. इन सब ने आपके बारे में कहा है दैट यू आर द हार्ट ऑफ दिस शो. आप इनके बारे में क्या कहेंगे?
To begin with, I can say that it was working with this complete young team was sheer pleasure and nothing FARZI about it. Absolute pleasure. Working with Raj and DK, directors who know exactly what they want, not only exactly what they want, but they want to be different than what they have done, was something which was so heartwarming and so lovely to be there. Shahid, of course, such a fantastic actor that he is. I have been his fan for a long time, and to work with him was sheer pleasure. Same with this young man, Bhuvan, sheer pleasure. Working with this entire team was so fulfilling. I only regret that I didn't have any chance to work with Vijay Sethupathi. I have been a great fan of his work also. I have been watching him in various roles and nothing but admiration for him.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And of course, the glamorous part of the entire team, it was really, I missed working with her because there was no scene between us. But I must say that particularly in Goa shoot, which was the major shoot, it was so much fun, it was so much like a picnic. We all, whether we were shooting or we were not shooting, we used to have a ball there. And it was so lovely, so lovely. I must say thanks to Raj and DK for making me part of this young team and making it so very enjoyable. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. OG.
हाय, सबसे पहले तो ट्रेलर बहुत ही पसंद आया हम लोगों को एंड वी वर वेटिंग फॉर इट. जिस तरह से शाहिद ने पहले दिन जब अमेज़ॉन प्राइम के बहुत सारे फिल्मों का अनाउंसमेंट हुआ था, उस वक्त जो हमारा एक्साइटमेंट था वही एक्साइटमेंट आज भी है एंड ये ट्रेलर बहुत ही जानदार था. मेरा सवाल राज एंड डीके से है कि जो भी चीज़ें आप बनाते हैं उसके हमने देखे हैं कि उसके मीम्स भी बनते हैं आगे चल के, तो क्या आपने इसमें कॉन्शियसली रखा था कि कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें रखा जाए जिसके आगे चल के मीम्स भी बनने वाले, बिकॉज वी लव्ड इट एंड वी आर वेटिंग फॉर इट. सच बताए तो
No, not really. You can't make a series especially with memes in mind because there's so much to write and you get trapped into those little things. But what did happen when the trailer was being shown is somebody pointed out that every line in the trailer seems to be a meme. So that was pretty funny that every line could be a meme. So yeah, sure, I'll see some memes if possible.
Our next question, of course, Bhavna. Bhavna, you here? Okay, we have a question from Bhavna for Shahid. Okay. So should I ask her question or does somebody else? Okay. So Bhavna has put a placeholder for you, Shahid. Clearly, big fan. What is the kind of prep that you've done for FARZI? Any workshops? And now that you've forayed into the long format digital space, is there any difference between shooting for a film and shooting for a web series?
Bhavna's in the loo. But if you can hear me, Bhavna, here's my answer. Well, you know, the way this show happened was that Raj and DK had, I kind of pounced on them and asked them what they have. So I don't think they officially came to me ready to offer me a show. I guess they were in the process of developing it. And that's when I showed interest in wanting to do something with them on OTT. And then they said that they have the show. And then we kind of spent, I think, 5 or 6 months talking about the show. They would take me through it at various stages. Whether they liked it or not, I would give my feedback. And what happened by the time we reached the set is that I didn't feel like an actor who steps into a role maybe a couple of weeks before, preps for about a week, has 3 meetings, and feels he owns it. I don't like doing that anymore. I feel that's very pompous. I think it's much nicer to try and become a part of the team. If you want to have a voice, it shouldn't be just because you're the star of the show. It should be because you're as much a team member as everybody else. And I wanted to do that on this show. So we actually spent a lot of time talking to each other, discussing the character, the various facets of the character, the entire angle of Sunny being an artist and that being the face of his character. Like if you see in the promotion also, it's very much, you know, the artistic energy of Sunny. It has been pushed out a lot, you know. And all that happened while we were talking and discussing about how to make it different and fresh and unpredictable. And so I vetted myself in that journey. The rest of it, you know, all my Mumbaiya-ness came out just when I met this bugger. When he came on set and he started, you know, Feroz, he's got this accent, he talks, I was like, okay, I remember that when I was 18 years old, you know, and going in the train for my Shamak Dawar classes, you know, that was the bunch of boys that I used to hang with, and that was the underbelly of Mumbai that I was a part of that, you know, when I was living that middle class, normal youngster wanting to do something in life. A lot of it came from the conversations, a lot of it came from my co-actors and the people that I worked with. And I don't really have a process. I'm very instinctive and organic about how I like to do it. Is she back from the bathroom? Or should I keep going till she... It's a long break.
We're recording it.
Show it to Bhavna. Usko bathroom mein dikha do.
You know, I do want to ask her second part of that question. The difference between, you know, a film and a long format. What was it like for you?
You have to delve deeper. There's more opportunity as an actor to bring more to it. I think when you're doing something short format, you can be more attacking in the way that you approach the character. Sometimes that works very well. I have seen that. I've never been a fan of that. I don't like attacking characters. I like to pull people into the screen. You know, I feel like it should be immersive. So this actually really suits me because that immersive experience is what I enjoy as a viewer. And as an actor also, that comes very naturally to me. I want people to kind of get engaged and involved as opposed to shouting and telling them to give me attention. It's not my thing. So this allowed me to do that, you know, and I love long format for that very reason. I probably consumed more in terms of hours on long format than I have in a film theater in the last couple of years for various reasons. So I felt very comfortable and I was actually looking forward to the opportunity.
Thank you so much. Our next question at this point. Rama? Rama, say something?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
So, one question each for Makkal Selvan and Aparna. இந்த சீரீஸ்ல நீங்க தமிழ்ல டயலாக்ஸ் இருக்கா இல்ல ஹிந்தில தான் பேசுறீங்களா இதுல?
Sir, I'm a Tamil guy in the series. I speak here and there only maybe 5-6 words. That's all. But generally I speak in Hindi only fully.
தமிழ்ல நீங்க டப் பண்ணலையா எனக்கு?
Sir, I didn't get time, sir. I was continuously I have a shoot, sir, so I didn't get time, sir. நேரம் கிடைக்கல, தொடர்ந்து ஷூட் இருந்தனால என்னால் பண்ண முடியல. நான் அதனால் சொன்னேன், ஏன்னா ரொம்ப நேரம் ஆகும் ஒரு சீரீஸ் ஃபுல்லாக டப் பண்ணுறதுக்கு. ஸோ அது 8 எபிசோட்ஸ் டப் பண்ணும், என்கிட்ட அது நேரம் இல்லை. ஸோ அதனால் நான் மன்னிப்பு கேட்டுக்கொண்டேன், மன்னிக்கவும்.
இல்லை ஏன்னா உங்கள் ஆடியன்ஸ் வந்து தமிழில் உங்களை
அதான் சார் உண்மைதான் சார், ஆனால் அதை எதிர்பார்க்கல, அதனால் முடியாமல் போயிடுச்சு சார், வேறு ஒன்றும் இல்லை.
अच्छा अपर्णा, आप कैसे कर लेते हैं आप? मतलब एक शो आया, बड़ा शो आया, फिर से राज और डीके को लेकर आए आप, वो भी फैमिली मैन भी एफ से शुरू होता है, फर्जी भी एफ से ही शुरू होता है. हाउ डू यू कम अप विथ सच एन ensemble cast every time, and it's a pan India cast every time that you guys do it?
Here you go.
Like I was saying, my job is to constantly be on a lookout for good stories, stories that are differentiated and compelling and exciting. And I think by now we have a relationship, as Raj and DK were mentioning earlier. We're constantly talking to each other, finding out what's brewing in their head. But really, you know, our job is to constantly look for stories. And I've always said that stories that are in the hands of really, really passionate creators, if you have that, half your job is done. And once you have a great story, once you have a story which is as compelling as this, no actor would like to say no to it, as we've just heard. It's really it's the story that we go for.
Thank you so much for that. I hope you're happy. What happened to your finger? Oh, मुझे पता है आप इतने स्मार्ट हो. अगला सवाल.
इतना कूल है इनका ये मिडिल फिंगर, आप दिखाओ ना एक बार. मैंने ये ना मेरा मिडिल फिंगर के साथ कुछ पुराना रिश्ता है, मैं कई बार दिखा चुका हूँ.
मिडिल फिंगर क्लास है आप.
All right, Raashii, question for you. And this one is, of course, coming to you from Dina Malar. Meenakshi wants to ask you this question. Talk to us about your on-screen persona and what it is like, what it's doing in a crime thriller show, and of course, you know, how you built it.
So, as I spoke about my character, Megha, she's an epitome of a modern woman in a man's world. And for me, half the job was done because of the way it was written, the layers that it was given. And I just had to come and play that part. And I think, honestly, I really want to thank Raj and DK sir for presenting me the way that they've presented me, because I don't think I have played such a character ever before that is so raw, relatable, passionate, extremely real. That is why I said that you will root for her and you will be happy when in her small victories. So yes, I think it will definitely create a shift in the way the audience has seen me even back in the South. So that's an added cap, and I'm very, very happy to have played her. Thank you.
So am I. Thank you. Congratulations again. Tanmay, you have a question?
So Shahan, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So on Amazon, I'll have upped the music game with Majama and other shows and films. So as FARZI is also has a racy music. So what's your future plan in terms of music for the series, shows, films?
I think our job first and foremost is finding, as Aparna said, finding great storytellers who are looking to tell a great story and really enabling them. So we think of music as how can this help further the story itself and how we narrate the story. So it's really integral to how we talk about developing a show, working with creators like Raj and DK. As long as we find great stories and if music is inherent to how the story can be progressed, we love it. And as you said, we have had some amazing shows and movies over the years on Prime Video that have had music as an integral part, and that's really helped them, and that's really helped audiences as well. So, we are big on it, and I must say it again because you said it, the music in FARZI is absolutely smashing.
Thank you so much. Let me add to that. Bandish Bandits, Majama, Modern Love, 4 more shots. You guys are not stopping, huh? So, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Shahid, there's a question for you. Hopefully, FARZI nahi hai aap. Shivojit hai aap?
Yeah.
Arey, wow, miracle.
The team is fantastic, and I think it's really OG content coming from you guys. So first of all, congratulations. I'm Shubhajit from IWM Buzz. My question is to Shahid. I think you mentioned some time back that the concept had come to you 8 years back. And at that point of time, you didn't really, like the bandwidth for making it into a web series wasn't really there because the concept only was not in that favor. Now you can do it. So 8 years is actually quite a long time. The world has changed in terms of COVID and all. So I'm sure in terms of ideations as well, a lot of new things have been incorporated in the project. So what are those new things and elements that you have had to do because of that 8 years gap? And also, what were your preparations for this?
Are you asking me how the story kind of evolved and changed over the period of time? I think that question would be better for Raj and DK because they've developed it. I had the good fortune of hearing most of it. So, would you guys want to?
Yeah, I mean, see, when we were writing the initial script itself, we knew it was too big a world we were taking on, and there was only one format, feature films, and we are feature filmmakers. So any story we have, we get, you know, Sita and Suman, when we discuss, we come up with an idea, it automatically tries to fit it into a feature film. That's what we were trying to do. But you know, thankfully, there is a much bigger window the last few years where we can express or narrate a story much wider, deeper, longer, more layered. So hence, I think this is a much better fit for this story.
Yeah, and speaking of how the story would have adapted over the years, a lot of things have changed. So a strange anecdote for us, at one point when we were back in mid 2000, around 2014 or so, we had this idea in the story that the only way to battle counterfeiting is to invalidate these notes. And so we had this plot point in it. And then guess what happened 2 years later? That happened in real life. And we were like, okay, maybe that's a sign. Now we should go relook at the script and start, you know, incorporating that part of it into our story. So it kind of became like a art meets reality meets art kind of a scenario.
Shahid, you want to add about your preparations?
Well, I kind of already spoke to Bhavna while she was in the loo regarding my preparations. Maybe you were also in the loo. But like I said, I spent a lot of time with them talking about the content, and you know, for me, a lot of the preparation happens in those conversations, and I like to engage as early as possible in case I have the opportunity. And doing different types of content, I mean, I was doing Kamine in 2007, 2008, you know, so I'm always looking for content which is different and not necessarily boxed into being, you know, the mainstream, typical, commercial, boring, nothing excited about it kind of. I'm always looking to do something which kind of shakes it up, and this was totally up that alley. So I just jumped on it, man.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Aditi from News 18, are you with us?
I can't.
You want to say something on a mic?
Yeah.
Don't tap it, just say something into
Hello.
it. Yeah, wonderful.
Hi, Amol sir, this side. Yeah, I'm Aditi from News 18. So,
Why don't you stand up?
sir, here. Yeah. So, you know, you'll be seen on the screen after a really long time. So, kaisa tha overall experience? And as Shahid and Raashii earlier mentioned that you are the heart of the show. So, please talk to us about it.
It's very kind of all of them to say that I'm heart of the show. But actually mine is almost like a guest appearance. Having said that, what was fascinating to watch and to be part of the whole shooting process was DK and Raj, I have noticed even in the past, and while shooting I noticed it even more. You know, they are creating something larger than life. They are creating something which is heightened drama, and to sustain it for such a long time requires a complete command over the craft. But the interesting part of it was, while creating the heightened drama, everybody, the performances and everything was not heightened. All the characters, all the performances are, when you see the actual product, you'll realize that what is usually called as underacting. Everybody is underacting, and that combination of a heightened drama with underacting is so fascinating. And I thoroughly enjoyed that, because I think that's my turf.
No, because you taught us this. Let's not shy away from that. Thank you. You gave us this language in cinema. So thank you, sir, for that.
And
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm like to add to it. He said he has a guest appearance in the show. I feel he has the guest of honor appearance.
Whoa.
It seats everything.
Can I add to that?
Thank you so
Because
much.
we're having fun. Guest appearance नहीं, best appearance है ये.
Whoa.
याद रखेगा. I
हाय
hope-
शाहिद, आपके ठीक
Hi.
सामने.
Hi.
हाय मैडम, हाय.
Sir, go for it. Shahid.
हाय शाहिद. शाहिद, इन दिनों हमारी मार्केट में बहुत सारे फर्जी एक्टर आ गए जो हूबहू आपकी तरह दिखते हैं और आपकी तरह उनके बाल हैं, हेयर स्टाइल है, आपकी तरह वो वीडियो बनाते हैं और बहुत सारा फर्जी पैसा कमाते हैं. तो ऐसे लोगों के लिए शाहिद क्या कहेंगे?
हम लोग ने बहुत सारे काउंटरफीट नोट बनाए हैं इस फिल्म के अंदर. उन सबको आप वो नोट्स भेज सकते हैं. रियल शायद फिलहाल मैं फर्जी हूँ ब्रदर. 10th Feb तक मैं फर्जी हूँ.
और ऐसा कौन नहीं दिखना चाहेगा, ये भी तो बात है सर. ऐसा कौन नहीं दिखना चाहेगा, ये भी तो बात है.
कौन नहीं दिखना चाहेगा?
कोई नहीं ऐसा जो नहीं दिखना चाहेगा.
गुड.
Anybody?
शाहिद,
Hi. Hi, ma'am. Yes. जरा इनकी माइक.
हॅलो 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 नमस्कार. माझा प्रश्न अमोल सरांना आहे. ट्रेलर खूप छान झालं आहे, सगळ्या टीमचं अभिनंदन. खरं तर सर, तुम्ही मगाशी म्हणालात की शाहिद आणि तुम्ही खूप छान काम केलं आहे किंवा तुम्ही खूप गप्पा मारायचात. तुमचं आणि शाहिदचं कधी मराठी संभाषण झालं आहे का सेटवर? ह्याचं उत्तर शाहिदने पण द्यावं असं मला वाटतं.
नाही, मराठीत संभाषण नाही झालं, पण आम्ही एकाच पद्धतीची भाषा बोलतो. हे जे मी म्हटलं, त्याची ॲक्टिंग स्टाईल, माझी ॲक्टिंग स्टाईल आणि सगळ्यांचीच ॲक्टिंगचं जे टेक्स्चर आहे ते एकच आहे. त्यामुळे आमचा जो डायलॉग असायचा तो त्या लेवलचा असायचा अँड इट वॉज अ प्लेजर.
आणि शाहिद, तुला काय मराठीत बोलायचं आहे का? कारण का मराठी देखील पत्रकार आहेस, सो तुला मराठीत काय बोलायचं आहे?
मुझे अभी मराठी में बोलना है?
येस.
यार तू बोल देती पहले, मैं प्रिपेयर करके आ जाता. मेरे साथ 2-3 घंटा बिता लेती, मैं तेरे से नोट्स ले लेता सारे. अभी मुझे क्यों फंसा रही है? ऐसे मत कर यार.
But it's beautiful, right? One stage we heard Tamil, you're hearing Marathi, we're hearing English, Hindi. This is truly what they call pan-India. This is that show, guys. This is that show.
We
Woohoo!
can talk in Telugu as well.
And Telugu as well. Fantastic. All right, there's another question. Oh, you have a mic? Yes, sir. बोलिए ना.
शाहिद, योर सेंटर राहुल हियर फ्रॉम द फिल्मी चर्चा. मेरा सवाल राशि से भी है और आपसे भी कॉमन क्वेश्चन है. सबसे पहले तो आपके 20 साल पूरे हो चुके हैं फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में और राशि के 10 साल.
वो मेरे 10 हुए नहीं है, बट ठीक है.
मद्रास कैफे.
ऐसे बोल देता यार तू कि आपने 20 साल पूरे करे थे. आज आपके 20 साल पूरे हो चुके हैं. आप पुराने हो चुके हैं एकदम.
सवाल ये था कि इतने सालों का एक्सपीरियंस रहा है और हम आज सब लोग फर्जी के ट्रेलर लॉन्च पे पहुंचे हैं. फर्जी की बात हो रही है तो फर्ज के बारे में बात न करें तो फर्जी बुरा मान जाएगी. तो इतने सालों के एक्सपीरियंस में किस तरह का कोई कभी नाता रहा है आपका फर्ज और फर्जी दोनों का? कुछ एक्सपीरियंस आपका? राशि, आप भी कभी फर्ज से पाला पड़ा हो या फर्जी से?
फर्ज से पाला?
हाँ, मतलब फर्ज से वार्ता, इस तरह का कोई भी
फर्जी से पाला?
जी, दोनों से.
इन वर्ड से
जी
पाला?
जी. कभी वार्तालाप हुआ ऐसा, कभी फर्ज निभाने का मौका मिला हो?
बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेश्चन है. हमारा शो भी ऐसी डीप कॉम्प्लेक्स मल्टी डिमेंशनल है. मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है.
कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे आप
फ़र्ज़ के बारे में? फ़र्ज़ का मतलब ड्यूटी होता है.
जी जी, इंडस्ट्री में
जो भी हमारे रिश्ते नाते होते हैं ज़िंदगी में, उनकी तरफ हमें अपनी ड्यूटी निभानी होती है. कर्मा धर्मा वही होता है ना. कर्म से रिलेशंस मिलते हैं और रिलेशंस की तरफ आपका धर्म होता है. तो ये हो गया फ़र्ज़ का.
और फर्जी कभी फील हुआ हो इंडस्ट्री में कि फर्जी कुछ ऐसा?
फर्जी कुछ ऐसा मतलब क्या फर्जी है?
कभी ऐसा लगा हो एक्सपीरियंस में कभी कि मेरे साथ फर्जी हो गया या मैंने किसी के साथ कर दिया?
मैंने किसी के साथ फर्जी कर दिया.
ऐसा कभी?
एक तो फर्जी ये वर्ड ऐसे सेंटेंस में कभी यूज़ नहीं होता है कि फर्जी हो गया, फर्जी कर दिया. फर्जी एक चीज़ होती है, दैट दिस थिंग इज़ नॉट रियल. तो ऐसा कुछ हुआ हो जो नॉट रियल है. 20 साल से हम नॉट रियल फिल्में बना रहे हैं और लोग उसे रियल मारने थे. इससे ज़्यादा क्या फर्जी हो सकता है?
देखिए, शाहिद ने आपको जवाब दे दिया. अभी इसमें मैं क्या ऐड कर सकती हूँ?
नहीं, आप 10 साल पुरानी हो गई हैं, कुछ बताइए उनको उसके बारे में.
देखिए, फर्ज तो ऑफ कोर्स योर ड्यूटी टुवर्ड्स योर फैमिली, टुवर्ड्स एवरीबडी. आई डोंट नो व्हाट यू मीन by Farz, really. I mean, that's the definition of it. Farzi is, as he said, is a thing. Kuch farzi hai, so I don't know the relationship. I'm not understanding what to say in this.
कुछ ऐसे मतलब कभी तुमने एक नकली फर्जी विग पहन ली हो या
हाँ, पहनी है।
कोई ऐसे फेक टाइप का फर्जी आदमी तुम्हारी लाइफ में आ गया हो, उसका
I
आज
think
मूड है, वो इस मूड में आया कि मैं ऐसा कुछ सवाल पूछूंगा, लॉजिक के पीछे मत भागो, मूड समझो इंसान का.
It's a question, of course. Way more fun than the show. So.
Can I try to answer your question? I think all of us will agree on that our farz, our duty is to give 100% in whatever we are giving, whatever we are doing. And Farzi is not doing that.
Wow. Last two questions.
यू नो जब दोस्ती की बात होती है तो वी ऑल हैव अ फ्रेंड जिसके साथ हम क्राइम करते हैं एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी कॉल पार्टनर इन क्राइम. तो आपकी शाहिद के साथ ऐसी ही कुछ बॉन्डिंग नज़र आ रही है. सो टेल अस समथिंग अबाउट योर केमिस्ट्री विद शाहिद बिकॉज यू आर प्लेइंग पार्टनर इन क्राइम.
सो आयरॉनिकली आपने हिंदी में सवाल पूछा तो मैं हिंदी में जवाब देता हूँ. ये पहली बार नहीं है जब शाहिद भाई और मैं मिल रहे हैं. मुझे याद है मैं बैक इन द डे FTI में पढ़ता था जब, तो मैं नया मेरा एडमिशन हुआ था और मेरी रैगिंग चल रही थी, हेल्दी रैगिंग. और सर वहाँ पे कमीने शूट करने आए थे इनकी फिल्म, और मेरी पूरी रैगिंग इन्होंने पीछे खड़े होके देखी. तो मुझे जब मैं इनसे पहली बार मिला तो मैंने बोला कि भाई वी मेट बिफोर. तो इन्होंने पहले मुझे ऐसे बोला ऑफ कोर्स ब्रो ऑफ कोर्स. तो मैंने बोला आपको लेकिन याद नहीं होगा. उन्होंने बोला नहीं मुझे याद है. मैंने कहा अच्छा कहाँ मिले? तो बोला कि मैंने बोला कि आपने मेरी रैगिंग पूरी एनकाउंटर की थी और आपने पूरे मज़े लिए थे इसके. एंड आई स्टिल रिमेंबर फर्स्ट डे ऑन द सेट आई रिक्वेस्टेड हिम, लिटरली आई सेड कि भाई आप जो भी करेंगे यू आर मच मोर एक्सपीरियंस देन मी, आपको मुझसे बहुत ज़्यादा पता है चीज़ों के बारे में, और अगर आपको कहीं पे लगता है कि मैं गलत हूँ सो डोंट हेजिटेट टू स्कोल्ड मी, डोंट हेजिटेट कुछ भी बोलने में, मैं बिल्कुल बुरा नहीं मानूंगा. और प्लीज़ मुझे आप अपने छोटे भाई की तरह समझिए. आप मुझे समझिए कि आप ईशान के साथ शूट कर रहे हैं. एग्जैक्टली मैंने ये वर्ड्स बोले थे शाहिद भाई को. एंड आई एम रियली थैंकफुल, ही ओब्लाइज्ड. और आज तक मुझे अभी भी याद है कि एक दिन तो इस नौबत पे आ गई थी जब मेरे गाल पे मेकअप ठीक नहीं हो रहा था, तो इन्होंने ब्रश हाथ से लेके खुद से मेकअप करना शुरू कर दिया. सो ही वॉज सो केयरिंग एंड सो ही ऑलवेज हैज़ वॉच्ड आउट फॉर मी. एंड टिल डेट इफ़ आई फील दैट आई एम अ लिटिल क्लूलेस, मेरे को किसी चीज़ को लेकर समझ में नहीं आ रहा, नॉट जस्ट अबाउट द शो, I think that I share that bond with him, that relationship with him, where I can, you know, just message him and I call him and कि भाई मैं यहाँ पे फंस गया हूँ, tell me मैं क्या करूँ, and he still answers and he still, you know, gives me the right guidance, which I feel I'm really blessed to have an elder brother figure in Shahid bhai. And yeah, बाकी
Thanks Bhuvan, thank you so much. There's a question for Vijay sir at this point.
From Screen Graphia. Just want to know that I had seen all your films solo, single-handedly. You had carried the films very well. On the box office, success also says the same. But when you go for a multi-star cast or maybe for a parallel lead, don't you feel insecure? What thought process do you have when you go for those kind of roles?
See, the films I have acted, there are so many actors. That is also multi-stars only. So you are comparing only the other stars and multi-stars. So actors, I respect Amul sir, and I saw Bhuvan's work. So he's also a very good actor. So not only Shahid. So there are a lot of actors, and then I become. And then art is a place where we are not here to compete with our co-actors. We are just collaborating and working. So. It is not a win-win situations. No, there is no. It's a sharing and learning, and that's how life should be. That's why I don't believe in winning a competition. I like a game. I don't want the game should be end in life. So it's like playing a game is interesting. It's a winning or losing. It'll end the game. So that's how I believe. Then I was a hero in 2010, and then I was doing my film called Naduvula Konja Pakkathakam Pizza. That time, one of 96 director Prem was doing a film with the actor called Sasi Kumar sir. So they need a character for a villain. So I recommended a few of my friends who tried chances with me. They don't like them. And then I said, narrate a story to me. If I like it, I'll come and do it for you. So that was my third film. And even the director asked me, really you want to do, you already did 3 films. So I didn't have insecurity that time also when I was entering the films. So I never had that insecurity with anybody because I want to work with super fantastic, very talented actors so that I can learn. So everything you can't learn and come. It's like life is throwing an experience ball. You just throw and he'll throw you. Then it's like sharing your thoughts. So I love to work with the quad film, with multi-stars film, and I did so many multi-stars films also. So I love working and I enjoy it. Thanks.
Thank you so much for your questions. You've been a wonderful audience. At this point, of course, thank you and wish you all the best for FARZI, 10th of February. It's going to be a party, guys. Congratulations. I'd like, of course, to request our friends from the press, one more opportunity for photographs. So could I please request my star cast to kindly step forward?